Okay, guys, welcome back. I think, finished with my inks. By I think, meaning there's still a last second chance I might go in and do something, but I think I'm done. I'm going to hand this off to Taki. Before I do that, I'm going to zoom in and just kind of scroll over the whole thing and walk you through. If you have any questions, refer back to the older videos on this. I walked you through pretty much each step of each page. There are a couple of spots where I just wasn't able to record, um, or if I did, some spots I just skipped for whichever reason. Some of the new stuff in here since I last, uh, oops, darn, I see it right here, never mind. I'm gonna have to fix that. I'll fix that after the video. But that's why I'm looking through here. Plus, Taki will point out stuff. I'm sure she'll see some overlapping lines or some lines in here like this that still need fixing. But since I last spoke to you, I completed the skyline up here, which I grabbed some photo reference, and it's mostly just a painful amount of squares and circles. And these little dots here, you can create in Clip Studio. You can choose these sort of shapes when you're making your straight lines, and you can also make zigzags and hearts and other stuff. So for cityscapes, often I'll just use white to put in some other windows abstractly, or these little dots here for lights, which works really great here, especially for the Vegas part of the city. Let's see, and I did the sky here. To me, the sky is kind of an even night sky, or like an overcast, and I'm just creating light breaking through, which also helps to kind of create a sense of composition. And Jagger's hands all nice and fixed now. And here's a big fight. All of this overlaps. The split is going to be in here, the split between the covers. Logo is going to go over here. Sometimes there'll be an overlapping effect with the logo. We'll see how it goes. And here's a final issue. And that is it. So yeah, the last thing that you guys saw was, this just took forever, and it was so boring. It's just squares and rectangles and lines and squares and rectangles and lines. I worked about this close up through the whole thing. You can see some of, I guess you can call it sloppiness or whatever, just lines. But for me, these random lines work. It's a combination of there's hand-drawn lines and straight lines. To me, that gives it life, that it's not totally cold. But this took basically a full day. That was pretty mind-numbing. And anyway, so that is it. That is the inks on here. Thank you for walking through this process with me. I want to talk to Taki when she's finished coloring to sort of walk over her process a bit on here. We'll see. We'll see what this looks like when it's all together. I'm pretty excited. So again, thank you very much. If you missed anything on these videos, look back on the previous videos to walk you through the process. If you have any questions, please post below. Don't forget, there are no art cops out there. No one is allowed to tell you how to draw, that you are an artist or you're not an artist, or you know what you're doing or not know what you're doing. This is a very unique field of comics and art. I just don't believe in the rules and these hall monitors out there telling people what they should or shouldn't do, either as an artist or as a creator or their value. You want to make comics? Make comics. Then you're a comic book artist, comic book writer. You just got to make it. That's all you got to do. And don't listen to anybody else who's negative. And find your own path. And I'll be here. I'll link all my social media accounts. You can find me anywhere. I'm happy to answer questions best that I can. I might not always be prompt, but I'll try and get around to it. And again, thank you so much. And all right, that's it. see you in the comics.